much. Thank you for coming out to the media launch.
Thank you so much.
Of our new venture. Yeah, so today we were having the media briefing of launching Khaligraph Jones as the new brand ambassador for 22-bit. And yeah, definitely the agency running that is Blow, and I'm the CEO of Blow. Yeah.
People are really asking where you've been. Umekuwa tu chini ya maji. Hatujui ni nini inaendelea. What are you cooking?
I've been busy behind the scenes. I joined the tech world and I built a music tech platform called Blow. And it's a platform that helps artists to be able to monetize their art much earlier in their career. On average, it takes an artist maybe like 5 to 10 years before your name turns into a brand and your brand can start feeding you. But why? That's what, surely we're losing so many artists to the struggle, so it doesn't have to get to that point. So so we came up with a system that helps you be able to monetize much easier.
So far, how many artists do you have?
On the platform right now, we're close to about 25,000. No, users about 25,000. Artists, we're looking at about 8K right now. Yeah, but we're still growing, getting there slowly. Yeah.
Alafu unajua nimekuona uko too close na Papa Jones. Is there something cooking ama tu ni launch?
Jones ni boy wangu sana. I mean, we've done work in the past for many years. So first tuskizana sana. Two, when it came down to try and to pick the right brand ambassador, when you're going through the list, when we came to the short list, he came out as the most qualified. And we were glad to pick him as the right one. Of course, behind the scenes, tuko pale tunafanya kazi mimi na yeye, so you never know. Lakini wacha nisiharibu surprise, but definitely that's my boy right there.
So kuna kitu inakuja?
Yeah.
Amesema asiharibu surprise. Kumaanisha there is something.
I won't say when or what, but yeah, definitely.
Itakuwa banga juu wewe umetulia na ukirudi na tunajua who is Wyre.
Your last time you dropped ngoma na yeye ilikuwa 2017. Wow. And it was on my album Hotter, and because I'd featured it on his remix of We Be Happening before. Yeah.
Okay. So Wyre, tumeona wasanii wengi sana wakiweka familia zao kwenye social media wakiela like life yao tu, but wewe umekuwa mtu ambaye unacheza chini ya maji, don't show your family. Is it that you fear social media trolls or ama ni kwa nini hujaiamua kuweka maisha yako kwa public?
You see, as an artist, you spend your whole life in front of cameras and on stage. So the one thing you have to yourself, is your private life. And for me, I think it's what grounds me, and it takes me away from all the hustle of the world. When I'm at work, with all microphones in front of me, I just want to be a normal guy at home, and I think that's what I really value and I cherish. Yeah.
Alright, now unajua ulienda ukatulia kidogo tena sana. Is there any hit coming from your side?
I have these projects that we're working on. We're working on a comeback project for Necessary Noize, myself and Nazizi. Of course, also I've been working on an upcoming EP. So in due time, we'll let you know when that's coming out. But expect a couple of singles in the next few weeks.
Hey. Okay, we are waiting for it. 1 month ago, Eric Omondi was talking about artists wenye wamenyamaza, wafanyi kazi, artists wamelala. Say right now, ako na story na unga and everything, whatever he's doing. Siju kama umeona what Eric is doing. Yeah. And wewe kama artist, what can you say about what Eric is, being a comedian, what can you say about what he's doing right now?
I mean, everybody has a right in society to, air their opinion, or, if you have certain principles in life that you stand for, I mean, you have a right to express it. It's just that people have different ways of expressing themselves. Okay. I might have my own way. It might be in a more quiet way of maybe releasing a song. Eric he can really express himself, and he's mastered that art. So I mean, if he prefers that route, we respect it. You know what I mean? So kila mtu akona option yake ya kujiexpress. Yeah.
Alright, sasa you are a good artist. Sasa unajielewa. Hadi unajifeel. Hadi tunakutambua. Lakini now what keeps you moving in this music industry?
I think up to today I still get up on stage and people are singing my music back to back. That keeps me going. Anytime I'm performing on stage and people are singing your words back to back, the choruses, the verses. Anytime fans stop you on the street, they want to sign autographs, take selfies, you feel like you haven't wasted your time in the studio, honestly. And honestly, it could be the other way. Labda muziki inge take off from it, you know what I mean? So for me, it's a very humbling experience to still be noticed for what I do in the art space, and that's what keeps me going, man. The motivation from the fans, man, definitely.
We've had this speculation whereby msanii akienda chini ya maji kidogo inasemekana kuwa amesota, hana pesa ya kutoa music, maybe ako na depression and vitu kama hizo. What can you say about that? Maybe pia wewe kuna wakati like 2 months ago nilikuwa napitia comment sections za wasanii wakitoa wimbo wasema hey, Wyre amepotea, kwani yako sawa, you guys should check up on Wyre, and now you're here. Can you talk about it?
I mean, like I told you, I recently joined about 2-3 years ago. I joined the tech world, and it really takes, it's really demanding in terms of time. So maybe I don't have the as much time I used to have to hit the studio, but I do find time and get to be able to produce some music here and there. It's all about, for me right now, it's all about strategy. Like I told you, I built a music tech platform, so it's still music related. But I think I'm at that point in my career that I want to be able to nurture a whole new crop of artists and empower them at the entry point of their career, as opposed to mukule zile shida si tulikula for the past 20 years. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have played my role. You know what I mean? For me, it's the best way I can give back, empowering the new cats coming into the game, enabling them to be able to have revenue in their pockets much earlier in the career. Yeah.
We have this story that is going on social media, and you are a father, you are a husband, you are someone when you work in the industry for long. Let me just ask you a simple question. Can you watch your wife, like for example, watch your wife killing herself, you recording?
I don't want to comment about that, Cliff. It's a very unfortunate thing, but I have no comments about that right now. I mean, I'm assuming investigations are still going on about that, so I'm not going to air my views about that. But whatever I saw in that clip just didn't go down well with me. Yeah, but I'd rather not comment on it right now.
Dancehall is still there, and why don't we have many Kenyan artists who are focusing on dancehall? Because it was you and Red Sun and Kai. We no longer hear that. So
first of all, I think in every music industry, there's a genre that has its time as the ruling genre. You know what I mean? So it's not such a bad thing when at one point you hear it's reggae that's ruling the airwaves. Then it changes maybe to bongo flavor or Niger vibes or gengeton. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's very normal, and that happens in every music industry. So, but it doesn't mean that a genre has died. Because there's still artists doing that genre actively, still getting booked, still recording and putting out content, and it's being consumed. So I think we should probably judging artists a bit too harshly. Ati squeeze gengeton imekufa, ama sijui dancehall imekufa. It's not the case. Everybody's playing their role. Shining moment, and all the
from your the EP that you're about to do, and the same with Nazizi, are you guys going to focus on maybe a 90% dancehall, or how are you going to do that?
So I'm going to leave that as a surprise, but how it normally works with Necessary Noize, it's normally a vibe. We get to the studio with the producer you're working with, like how when we worked on the Kenyan Boy album, which is now 20 years old. It was sit down as different creatives, come up with a vibe and build on the creative side, you know what I mean? So it's unpredictable. You can't say hii sound itakuwa, ya hii album itakuwa this sound specifically. Yeah.
Right. It has been nice having you.